All right, hello. My name is Rachel. We're gonna make some vegan street tacos today. Just wait a little bit for people to join in. My name is Rachel Detroit. I'm a life coach, not a therapist, but a life coach. And I help people change their lifestyle. I help people make sustainable changes. We don't have to uproot it all at once, but these changes are sustainable and they have to do with your health, nutrition, lifestyle. So when we talk about lifestyle, we're talking about your day-to-day. Are you sleeping good? Are you eating well? These are the things that you got to do every day in your life. All right, so today I want to bring you some info about this. This right here is called, and I was skeptical about this, TVP. You can get this for about less than $5 a bag. It is high in protein. A fourth cup of this has 12 grams of protein in it. So it's a very inexpensive vegan protein source. So you might consider it. And if you want the recipe for what I'm about to make, drop something in the comment and it'll get sent right to you. So leave a comment that you want the recipe. All right, so this is what we're using. And I'm adapting the recipe from Dora's Table. Okay, so Dora's Table, I adapted it to meet what I like to eat, which is whole food, plant-based, and oil-free. But she has a nice recipe, or whoever Dora is, on the internet for these vegan street tacos. So let's get it going. So the first thing that I did, and I'll be, referring to this recipe here, is I rinsed the cup of TVP. You want to rinse this. You don't want to just throw it straight in the pot and cook it. You want to rinse it in cold water. I bet if you didn't rinse it, it'd probably be okay. I rinsed 1 cup and I had it simmering over here on the stove in 3 cups of water. So it's simmering with a half cup of onions and a 1/4 cup of lime juice. So I have that simmering. I already got that going. I'll show it to you. And then we'll get going on the next step. So let me show you what this TVP looks like so far. Okay, it kind of looks like ground meat, if you will. So it's TVP is defatted soy. Okay, and so it's low in fat. And once we add water to it, it becomes, let me tip it without tipping it, thicker in texture. And so we're gonna make a taco meat, a taco filling of this. So the TVP simmering on the stove with onion and lime juice, simmering for 10 minutes. So that's going, it's 1 cup of TVP, about 3 cups of water, a 1/4 cup of lime juice, 1/2 cup of onions, simmering on the stove. So that's going. The next thing that we're gonna do is in our blender, we're gonna blend up some ingredients for the sauce, okay? So for our sauce, we're gonna put in soy sauce. So, and I like to use tamari. Okay, this is what I use. It's tamari. It's got 50% less sodium. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so this is what I use for this umami. Okay, and you can use this instead of soy sauce. You can use it in things instead of salt. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do some fresh garlic. I always forget to bring something out. Here's my garlic. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do fresh garlic. We're gonna do smoked paprika, onions, and some more water for this sauce. Okay, so for my garlic, I'm gonna do 3 cloves of garlic. You could do 2, you could do 3, kind of depending on your taste, what you like. So I have 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of this tamari right here. All right, wow. Got it. So a 1/4 cup of tamari. a 1/4 cup of white onions. It's a big, hefty 1/4 cup. Whoops. All right, 1/4 cup of white onions. I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Okay, and you might think like, oh, well, why is there no salt in this recipe? Because we used a ton, not a ton, we used a 1/4 cup of, I don't know where my teaspoons are. That's okay. We used a 1/4 cup of tamari, and that's gonna replace the salt. So that's why we don't have salt in this. Just gonna make up a little teaspoon, which is just like a regular one. Do a 1/4 of it. Just gotta roll with it. All right, so I have my paprika in here, and then we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of water. Boom. Okay. So when you go plant-based, when you decide to incorporate more plants into your eating pattern, you don't actually have to go 100% plant-based. In order to sustain this lifestyle, right, unless you're already, you know, like a full-blown vegan, a lot of times it can be difficult to, I'm just gonna adjust this camera. I got 2 cameras going. So it can be difficult to sustain a plant-based lifestyle if you just rip the Band-Aid to start. So I would really encourage you to find some ways, some avenues to add more to add more plants into your diet instead of wanting to do this like quick and drastic change. Because the point of lifestyle change, it isn't to prove something. It isn't to say like, oh, I'm a vegan. Oh, I can eat. It's so that you can change your lifestyle and create healthier habits for yourself. And then I always lose the top for my Vitamix. And so I just set something on top of it so it doesn't go everywhere. I already had a chit chat with myself when I started this. I was like, where's the top? And then I was like, you just never know where the top is. All right, so I'm gonna blend this. Let's see. I'm gonna blend my sauce here. Smells awesome. Well, wait, when I said smells awesome, what I mean is the TVP smells awesome because that's what's cooking right here. So if you've never used TVP before, if anyone, or for people who are just joining, I see some people just coming on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. This is what I'm using to cook these street tacos. It's inexpensive. You can get the bag anywhere from $3.50 to $5. This is non-GMO soy. If you could find organic soy, that's nice. Oh, it's not non-GMO. Live a little, they say. So I prefer organic and non-GMO soy, but that's okay. We got some stuff in the chat. I love how real you are from Robin. Thank you, Robin. Hey, listen, the only way to be is real, right? It feels so good to just be who you are, doesn't it? Just the truth, honest, authentic. You know, and I spent so much of my life being someone that I wasn't because I was scared that who I was wasn't right. Who you are is exactly right. Let's see, we got something in the chat from Nicole. Hey, Nicole, shout out to Nicole Shade. What up, Nicole? All right, let me calm down in the kitchen here. Okay, I just shopped for all of this in 15 minutes time on a Sunday. So excited to try this TVP. Love it, good, awesome. All right, so this TVP is cooking here. Here it is. It smells kind of like soup. Heads up to anybody who makes this. Kind of smells like soup. Probably because it's got onions simmering too. Okay, so my sauce is right here. I have it blended in the blender. And in this sauce, just to repeat, because I know Rachel Detroit is a little bit all over the place sometimes, but we're having fun. Okay, so in the sauce is 3 cloves of garlic. Use 2 if you're not super into high, garlicky sensation. So I have 3 cloves of garlic. You could use 2. I have a 1/4 cup of onions, white onions, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a 1/4 cup of water. So that's my sauce right here. TVP is simmering. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to drain. There's like quite a bit of water left in the TVP that has been simmering. So we are going to drain it. So I have my little thing right here. I'm gonna take this TVP. I'm gonna do my best not to make a mess or spill it. But I have like a second strainer underneath for in case. In case I drop some and I need it for the recipe. All right, so that's going good. And then my underneath strainer is doing what it's meant to, which is catching all my little TVPs that fall out. So this is really awesome because, if you miss eating street tacos, this is a lovely recipe that you can make. I don't use oil. So the original recipe, Dora's Kitchen, it's on the internet. The original recipe uses a lot of oil, and I don't use oil because really it's not a war against oil. It's like a reality. Oil just carries a ton of calories, a ton of fat, and it's not really good when you heat it for your body. So it's like, why would I just use oil if I don't have to? Because we really can cook very delicious, awesome things with no oil. Okay, so we have this strained right here. After we strain it, we're gonna put it back in our pan soon, but not this soon. Okay, so here's my pan. I'm gonna saute some mushrooms. This is next. We're gonna saute like I said, I'm just taking this recipe. I really liked her recipe. It's right in front of me. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of mushrooms. So I have all of my stuff diced pretty finely, and I'll show you what I use to dice this to save time. So I'm gonna saute this 1/4 cup. I used Baby Bella's. Wait, I said 1/4 cup and then I just did a 1/2. That's okay, but it's a 1/4 cup. No, it's not. It's a 1/2 cup. Good. So I did the right thing. 1/2 cup of mushrooms, and I'll post this recipe. Leave in the comments if you want it. But I'll show you what I use to chop things. So there's this chopper that I got off Amazon. It's by Mueller. You can also drop in the comments chopper if you want the link for this. And I just chopped everything. It makes everything so easy. Chop, 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 and super quick. All right, so we got the mushrooms sauteing right next to us. And then we're gonna add chopped walnuts after. So I'm gonna saute these mushrooms up a little bit. We'll add chopped walnuts. We'll add TVP. And then we'll add the sauce. In the meantime, while the mushrooms are sauteing, I'm using corn tortillas for this. So I'll show you the type that I use. These are from Whole Foods. You can use whatever you like. These aren't organic. My organic game is low today. These are just regular corn tortillas. If you know anything about Rachel Detroit, she loves to eat organic. But it seems like we missed the train today. So these are corn tortillas from Whole Foods. I prefer organic corn and non-GMO corn because they spray a lot of the corn. So what I'm going to do with my corn tortillas, and this is another thing, my cilantro wasn't organic either. So I'm going to take the corn tortillas, I'm going to heat them up in a pan to soften them up. Rebecca dropped in the chat that Rebecca said that she bought some TVP yesterday. Are you gonna give this a shot? It's fun. I think it's gonna be really awesome. All right, so mushrooms browning, beautiful. I'm gonna heat up these corn tortillas. Maybe I should move the camera to face the stove a little bit because that's where we're about to be looking at. I don't think you guys can see me, but you probably can hear me because I am loud. I am loud. So I was a high school math teacher for 8 years. Let me switch the camera around a little bit so you guys can see me. I was a high school math teacher for 8 years. And I definitely have a loud teacher voice. Hi, Renee. I don't know if you're still on here, if you see me. But hi, Renee. All right, so let's get to this side for a little bit. Because we got some stuff going on at the stove. We got the mushrooms sauteing. And we're going to end up throwing the TVP back in with the mushrooms. And then we're going to throw some walnuts in here. And that sauce that we made. So anybody who's just joining, the sauce is tamari, smoked paprika, garlic cloves, and onions. All right, so that's going on. Let's see. We're going to add the TVP and the chopped walnuts. In the chopped walnuts, we're using 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. Then we'll add the TVP back in. Whoops. You guys should see my floor sometimes after I'm done cooking. It's like it's literally a full 4-course meal sometimes on the floor. It's a lot of work to be the chef and the cook and the grocery shopper. Does anybody feel that? You feel me on that? Whew. All right. So I got all my walnuts in there. I'm gonna put my TVP back in here, mix it all around, get that all beautifully combined, and then we're gonna throw the sauce in there. Oops. When I say oops, that means I just flung some. I'm like, oops, oops. That means I just flew some across the kitchen or something. So I love cooking. But I also really like eating simple. So a lot of things that I eat are like cut up things that you don't have to cook. Like a lot of cut up fruit or things that you cook in advance. I like to eat plain beans. I like to eat raw pineapple. I have pineapple. I have for this week. I have pineapple. I have bananas. I have passion fruit. I've never tried that before. I want to give that a try. But I really love eating raw food. Rebecca says writing everything down. Awesome. All right, so that's going. I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit more, and then we're gonna add this sauce, heat up the tortillas, and then we'll assemble these street tacos. I'm geeked. I think this is gonna be so good. I've never tasted it before, to be honest. So this is like this is my first time too. Or well, I don't know if it's your first time. But it's my first time because I've always been, you know, like, oh, like I just didn't know what TVP was. I had no clue what TVP was. I totally had the burner off. So we're running a little behind here. That's okay, it'll just sizzle up. But I never knew what TVP was, and what I really like about this is how high in protein it is. And I really like how inexpensive it is. You know, it's like, I believe that this is going to be a staple in my meals here. Let's see, we got some stuff in the chat. Hi, Rachel, Detroit Coaching. How are you? That's a nice question. I am doing well. Sometimes I'm like, don't ask me that. Because like if I'm in a grumpy mood, I'm like, nobody needs to know. Anyways, I probably don't need to say everything on the internet that I'm feeling all the time. But I'm doing really well today. Thank you for joining. Thank you everybody who's watching. All right. So I've been eating plant-based for about 5 years now. Can't believe how fast time goes by. And so the reason that I changed my diet and my lifestyle, because I used to be a partier. I ate the standard American diet. I loved fast food. I would go from fast food place to fast food place, etc. But the reason I changed my diet is my lifestyle is because I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which is a pretty big diagnosis, kind of life-changing, right? And so I knew that I had to change the way that I was living if I wanted to live well. Like, I could have continued doing what I was doing before. Got tortillas on this pan. But I knew that I had to make a change. I knew that I had to stop smoking. Everything. Pretty much everything. That sucks. But I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to stop drinking. That sucked, but I did it. I just celebrated 5 years of sobriety in December, which is pretty big. MS like took so much away from me, but it gave me so much. I started this business. Now I'm a life coach. And if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking to transition your life, if you're looking for changes, check out my website, Rachel Detroit Coaching, and click on Work With Me, and we can do a free consultation and see if it's a good fit for us to work together. Let's see. How are you doing today, Sathish? Is that how you say your name? Sathish? Probably. Maybe. I agree, yeah. All right, so TVP's going over here. Thank you to all the new people who are joining, following. If you like this video, you want to support me, like and share, comment. Love it. All right, TVP is doing awesome. Everybody's browning. Whoops. Don't want to cough in it. All right, so that's going good. Right here, let's get saucy. Let's throw this sauce in here. Cook until the meat is golden brown. Okay, so we're going to throw the sauce in here, and then we're going to give it a nice golden brown color. Here's my sauce. It smells so good. So, so good. Okay. Nope, don't want to put that there. Like this will melt. All right. So like I was saying, I was a high school math teacher for 8 years, and I went back like quite a few times. I quit. I'm like, I don't like this. I want to be a life coach. And then I would quit, and then I'd go back, and then I'd quit, and then I'd go back. And sometimes you just kind of got to pull the trigger. You just got to let go and trust. Let go, let God, trust the universe. Like, what is next for you is going to happen without this, like, you know, and it took me a while to trust that. Like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be provided for. And that's what I help people do with my life coaching. I help them make life transitions, accept what is the next step, have courage to take the next step, change their entire life. And I'm not a therapist, though. You could definitely, like, I love therapy. I love therapists. Get one. But don't, you know, some life coaches are therapists, but not, life coaches are not therapists. But some therapists are life coaches, but life coaches aren't therapists. Different. All right, TVP is going well. Love it. All right, so my corn tacos or whatever, my shells are warmed up beautifully. Put them on this plate. Because the next step is going to be building out these street tacos. Make sure that burner's off. Do I need to eat 5? Just probably. All right, so we'll get this going. So what are you guys up to on this beautiful Sunday? What do your Sundays look like? This looks awesome. What do you guys do on a Sunday? Let's see what this tastes like. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm showing it on this camera. Don't drop any. I'll show it on here. Into it. So I love cumin. I'm going to add some cumin in here. The person's recipe that I'm following doesn't have cumin in it, but the one that I'm going to post will. I really like cumin. You could even add some chili powder in here. I'm heavy-handed with spices. I really like spices, aromatics. Yes, cumin. It needed some cumin. And that's the other thing, too, with cooking and playing with food. It's like you can make it what you want. Just because a recipe is written in a certain way doesn't mean that you have to do it exactly as written. It's a framework, right? Life is a framework. You get to look at other frameworks and model it. It doesn't have to be the same. And this is what I say with my coaching. It's like, you don't have to eat like me. You don't have to be just like me. You get to create your own lifestyle. Not everybody's lifestyle is going to be exactly how Rachel Detroit eats. It's all about finding what feels good. Do the cumin. All right. Awesome. Now we get to assemble. I'm going to turn the camera back around so then that way, you guys, we can assemble. Here we go. We're back in this station. Back over here. All right, camera's back. And actually, I would prefer to do this in a larger plate, which is going to be right here, so then I can set out quite a few. Because I used to love, like something that I used to love doing is going to get tacos and a cerveza. Now no cervezas, just tacos. So I got, it's a bigger plate so then I can do a few more tacos. What's in this plate? Nothing. Okay, good. All right. Okay, it looks like only 3 is going to fit anyways. Maybe 4. All right, let's assemble these tacos. I'm going to do a scoop of, taco filling, TVP. Oh, beautiful. It looks just like a real taco. Not that vegan tacos aren't real, but like, looks like a meat taco. Beautiful. I think I'm really going to like TVP. Thanks for letting me model it for the first time with you guys. I knew that I wanted to do this today at 1 o'clock because I knew that I would want to eat tacos at 1 o'clock. Oh, beautiful. These look great. I hope you consider making these. Stay tuned for the recipe. It'll be posted on my Facebook page. If you don't follow me on Facebook, give me a follow. It'll be posted on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow. This video replay is also going to be on YouTube. If you don't follow me on YouTube, give me a follow. I want to get going on LinkedIn. If you use LinkedIn, give me a follow. All right, so then I'm going to put, we're going to vegan street taco these up. When we plate them, we're going to do the sprinkle of cilantro. We're going to do the white onion and then some lime. Maybe the onion goes first. Yeah. Throw some white onions on these. Beautiful. I love food. I love making food. I love playing with food. I love everything about food. Just so you guys know. All right, white onions. And then I'm gonna sprinkle the cilantro on top. And then sprinkle it on the floor because the cleaner will do it. Oh wait, I'm the cleaner. All right, beautiful. All right, I'll show these to you guys. And then if you like to add a little bit of sauce or whatever, like on top, you can have some cilantro. No, not cilantro. You can have some salsa. Maybe you like avocado, whatever the case may be. You could add some of that. I'm going to do some lime across the top of all these. I used to go to this place in this one city in Metro Detroit called Imperial, and I would just get so many tacos. It was a taco place. I would get so many tacos and so many cervezas. Cervezas are beers. And it was really awesome. I haven't drank a beer in so long, in 5 years. All right, let me show you guys what we've made here. I'm going to show it on Instagram first. These are my TVP street tacos. All right, and then let's go. We got YouTube, Facebook here. Check these bad boys out. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to taste one. I'll let you guys know how they go. So here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Mm-hmm. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The crunch of the walnut in here with the TVP, the mushrooms. Mmm. Mmm. 10 out of 10. Wow. Wow. Make sure you add the cumin. All right, my name is Rachel Detroit. I'm a life coach. I help people change their lifestyle, small steps at a time. You can achieve the things you want to achieve. You can change your lifestyle. You can change relationships. You can rebuild. It's all about rebuilding. It's all about redirecting your energy to rebuild what you want. You can do this. And I want to help you. So if you're looking for coaching, I'm looking for you. You can fill out a form, racheldetroitcoaching.com/work with me. I'm taking new clients right now. Let's have fun. We're only here once. All right, take good care. Like, share, follow. Leave something in the comments if you like what you see, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Let's see, how do I end it here? End. That one's done. All right, bye.